By far, one of the most requested 2-Minute Tuesday videos by you guys from last week is how to properly jack up your car, which is exactly what we're gonna do today. First things first, the winner of last week's giveaway is Albert Trejo. So Albert, if you're watching, shoot us an email at sales@SubiSpeed.com with your mailing address, and I will get that package sent out to you. Now, let's put 2 minutes on the clock, and it's time to get jacked. The only things you'll need to properly and safely jack up your car are a jack and jack stands of the proper weight ratings. Now for a jack, I recommend a low profile jack because most of you guys have lowered cars and it'll make it a lot easier to slide the jack underneath your car. Now, if you're about that slam life and your car is too low, even for a low profile jack, you'll need to get a set of ramps like the Cusco 2-piece ramps that allow you to drive up on them, and that will raise your car up, allowing you to slide the jack underneath. Now I want to reiterate the safety factor of this. Please do not work on your car without using jack stands. I see people using just the jack itself or putting their cars on cinder blocks, bricks, or a wheel they have laying around. It's not safe and you're gonna have a terrible day if that jack fails and the car falls on top of you. I don't want to see that happen to any of you. So pick up a set of jack stands. They're not that expensive and they'll allow you to work on your car safely. We're gonna go over 6 jacking locations. There's one in the front, one in the rear, and then 2 on either side on the pinch welds. If you're jacking up your whole car and putting it on 4 jack stands, you're gonna wanna start in the front, so chalk your back wheels so the car doesn't roll back, and then you're gonna use the cross-member plate that's located underneath where your transmission meets your engine to jack up the front. Once that's high enough, you can slide the jack stands underneath the pinch welds in the front, and then you're gonna move to the rear using the rear differential to raise up the back end of the car until that's high enough, and then you can slide the 2 leftover jack stands underneath the car, and then you're good to go. If you just need to jack up one side of the car, you can just use the pinch welds on either side of the car, jack it up until it's high enough to get the jack stands in, and then set it down on the jack stands, and then you're set. Quick tip, if you're worried about your jack scratching anything on your car, grab a towel that you don't use anymore, place it on your jack, and that will alleviate any issues. Bonus tip, if you pick up a creeper like this, you don't have to crawl around on the floor while you're working on your car, and they're pretty awesome. To top it all off, let's talk about the jack that's included in the trunk of your car. You've got the jack itself, and then you have this rod here to help you raise and lower it. Now this serves one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to change out to your spare tire in case of a flat tire. Please, for the love of God, do not use this to work on your car. It is not the most strong or stable of jacks, as you can clearly see, and it's also only supposed to be used on your pinch welds. There's a little gap here for the pinch welds to fall into. If you raise this too high, it is going to fail on you, as many people have found out. So only use this in an emergency situation, and know if you have a flat tire, you have this available to use in your trunk. That's all I've got for this week, guys. Basically, chalk your wheels, use jack stands, and don't be a complete idiot. You wouldn't use a hammer to install screws. Don't use a cinder block as a jack stand. Not quite sure how good of a comparison that is, but you get the point. I'll see you guys next week. Bonus tip, if you pick up a creeper like this, you don't have to crawl around while you're working on your car. Ow! Bonus tip, if you pick up a creeper, bye. Bonus tip, no. Boom, too far.